Happy Sunday. Just getting geared up to transplant some seedlings in soil. Gonna just get myself set up and wait a couple minutes for a few people to join. Just gotta shut off the exhaust so you can hear me better. It's a cold day today, you guys. I went on my daily 10,000 step walk and I have to wear a winter jacket on June 1st. Happy June 1st, by the way, but not so happy if you're in Canada because it's cold. Other parts of Canada, but in Ontario, it is freezing. It's going to warm up this afternoon, but this morning was insane. I went outside in just a sweatshirt and I turned right back around and said, never mind, got to throw a jacket on. I don't think I've ever had to do that in my whole life in June. So I'm glad I didn't get my starts outside. It is way too cold. I did plant my dahlia bulb and I don't know if they're going to survive. It is possible that they may rot in the ground, but with things like that, you just got to take the L. There's nothing you can do. What is up, MF Clone? Thank you. You like this setup? I like it too. Happy Sunday. Yeah, so I was just saying it doesn't feel like summer, nor does it feel like spring. It feels more like fall or winter. Had to go out wearing a winter today this morning. Mind you, I did go for my walk at 5:30 in the morning, so probably why it was so cold. But yeah, so my dahlia bulbs are in the ground, or tubers are in the ground. Hopefully they'll survive. And as for the other flowers, we're going to get them out of the tower, out of the buckets, all the seedlings that have started to grow. And the goal is to get them in this cell tray. And then when I leave the tent later, well, not later, just right after the live, I'll get them in some soil. I'm a little nervous because I'm such a messy person and I'm extremely uncoordinated that I'm concerned I'll just make a huge mess of the soil in the grow. And so might be better off just getting the seedlings in their respective spot in the cell tray and then filling up the soil outside so that I don't have a mess to clean up, because to clean up a mess, you guys. So yeah, I'm a bit off to a start today. I've got a coffee. I was cold, had to warm up. Just trying to get the energy up, you guys. So before we get started, I'll just, as I always do, take you guys around, show you what's new in the garden. We got a lot of seeds that sprouted. So that's my cue. It's time to clean up the green tower, harvest everything out, eat a nice freaking meal from it, and clean it and start all over again. We are ready for round 2 of the green tower. So I need to see and assess the condition of the tower to see if it's something that I actually have to reset the whole thing, sterilize, clean the lines. I mean, I should always be doing that, but I have a more rigorous process for when I'm at the end of my grow and the tower has accumulated a lot of mess. There is a more detailed cleanup involved. So we'll see what I'm working with. But yeah, things are doing very well. I got my Pulse Pro in the mail on Friday, so I'm really excited to start using that and integrating it into my everyday tent work / environment. It'll be a cool tool. So hope everyone's having a wonderful day, enjoying their weekend. And all right, so yeah, I'm just going to take you guys around, show up, and people asking me if I want a hit of meth. Wow. Sometimes I wonder who's in the chat and why. Anyways, all right. So, seedlings that have sprouted. So, these are the romaine lettuce, as well as regular leaf lettuce. I'm already introducing some oxygen because they are all sprouting. So I got to get that green tower cleaned up so that these guys will have a home shortly after. Yeah, so they took, when did we do that? I think we did that last weekend. Honestly, I like black out now after these lives. I don't even remember what we did or why we did it. But yeah, we germinated these seeds. I think, I don't know, was it Monday? Anyways, it hasn't been that long and they've already all sprouted. Orange Tower update. Everything is looking great. Not much of an update since yesterday. The only real update is kale just like took off overnight. Gonna get some full-size leaves soon. Took some more tomato cuttings and threw them in the tower. So I've got 3 tomato plants in the tower, one of which, of course, has rooted nicely. It's going to be there to stay. This second one hasn't rooted yet because I just had to recut the end yesterday. And same with the other one. So we'll see. Got a little baby parsley right there. And yeah, everything's looking good. Strawberries have really taken off today. So I am quite excited. What's up, Ray Cassis? Thank you so much for joining. What's up, Mr. Bug GT? Thank you. I take great pride in my plants, so I really appreciate that compliment. Cucumber. All right, guys. So having some issues, as per usual. It wouldn't be the Fresh Princess if I didn't have problems with cucumbers, right? Uh, Here is my straight 8 cucumber plant, and I've only got 1 cucumber growing. I successfully pollinated it, which is very exciting for me. But this second one over here, for some reason, it's not growing at a rate like the other one is. It actually, in fact, looks like it's stagnant. It hasn't really grown, shrunk in the last couple of days. And then we had a third flower, or a third female flower, right there. I don't know if you guys can see that because it's honestly it dried up, and that's what happens when you don't pollinate. So that happened on my last grow. However, with this particular flower, it didn't even open, so I didn't even get the opportunity to pollinate it. So I just did a little bit of just brief research yesterday, and I did reduce the lights because the peppers were having challenges, and so were the tomatoes. And so I think as a result, I may have affected the female flowers growing from the cucumber plant. I know that they require a lot of light. Another reason why I could be having this issue is also because sometimes the female flowers don't always producing until the plant is more mature. And so it could just be that the first few flowers like aren't going to make it because the plant's too young. No, but we're going to try a couple things and I will keep you guys posted because I am determined to figure this out because I'm getting irritated now. Right. So, but that's one thing my garden has taught me is patience. So don't get irritated, just figure it out. All right. So the zinnias are doing quite well. Our second plant is getting ready to open and bloom. I've got this girl here. This is the Queenie Lime Zinnia. It is supposed to be a lime green flower with some blush tones, like a raspberry kind of pink color. And it is beautiful. This is my first aeroponic zinnia. What I love about the aeroponic ones is last summer when I grew them outside, for some reason, they started to bloom and they were quite short. They weren't getting those nice long stems. And, you know, when you go to a flower shop, people pay for long stem flowers. So I'm very proud and excited that I was able to get such a long stem for this flower. So obviously we need some more to grow. These are cut and come again flowers. The more you cut them, the more they come back. I've got about 5 different varieties and some of them get huge, the size of like a dinner plate. They get massive. And so this one is supposed to get multiple more layers and it's going to turn kind of like a cupcake, like it's going to be round. So very cool. And it's doing extremely well. The roots are looking so good. Look at that, you guys. Anyways, that's today's project. So this girl is staying in the buckets because I would like to grow flowers all year round. So this is my trial, but all of these here are starts that are prepared for outdoors. So they're all the same flower, different varieties will all be going outside in the ground. So that is what we're working on today. Some of them are stunted though. Thank you so much, Mr. Bug. Appreciate you. Sarah, yes, I wouldn't call myself a gardener. I want to be able to grow my own food. So I am trying to master indoor gardening and aeroponics. So I wouldn't call myself a gardener yet, but I'm an aspiring gardener, I guess. Anyway, here we have our sugar baby watermelons that we transferred just the other day. What is up, Finding Keepers? Nice to see you. Happy Sunday. Thanks for hanging out. So yeah, these are sugar baby watermelons. Obviously, the nutrient levels were different in the tower, so it was a little bit of a shock getting them in here, but I've got so much faith in my plants that I know bounce back. But we've already got roots coming out of the net pot, so that means they're acclimating to their new home. And the peppers are just really thriving. You can see kind of far, everything is becoming a deeper green, so we're doing okay with the watering. What's up, Mia Lifestyle? Thanks for hanging out. Happy Sunday, guys. Hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend. Chinese 5-color pepper plant, beautiful flowers, nice purple. I'm really excited about this plant, and it looks like this one might be a second Chinese 5-color pepper. And the only reason why I say that is because the stem is kind of like a, I don't know, kind of like a reddish purple. And these ones also are the same way. I didn't label them, so it's going to be a surprise. These are bell peppers. All here are all bell peppers, and they're doing great. We've already got, where is it? I have a baby bell pepper somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? Right here. Hang on. There it is, you guys. Little baby bell pepper. Well, it's actually not that big. Compared to the last grows I've had, they're actually quite large. We're going to do an experiment and pinch off some of the flowers of the plants. I've had a lot of people reach out to me that either know commercial pepper growers or are commercial pepper growers, and they've told me that you don't want more than 7 peppers per plant. Otherwise, they're not going to grow to their full size and they'll be super tiny. So I've seen, and there's nothing wrong with it, but I've seen a lot of people with indoor gardens where they grow peppers, bell peppers, and they're little tiny peppers. And like, what are you going to do with those? I mean, you can eat them and put them in salad, but I'm talking like stuffed peppers or roasted peppers. And for that, you can't have those little tiny things. So I'm actually to produce some proper sized food that tastes freaking awesome. So that is the goal, you guys. So we'll try some A and B testing. Did I hook up the Pulse Pro? Not yet. So I just got it, downloaded the app, created my account. I've just got to power it on and make the connection. So I'm quite excited, but we'll work on that at some point this week. But I absolutely need to fire that up so I can figure out what's on. I don't really have a clear picture of my environment, even though I'm the one that's creating it. I don't know. Yeah, I have a ways to go, you guys. I have so much to learn when it comes to perfecting the environment that this tool is going to help me get there. And even then, like we talk about it all the time in these lives, the learning never stops. What else? All right, I showed you guys the cucumber. Oh, gets bigger every second, you guys. That's what she said. All right, so tomato plants going down the line. Got a lot of tomatoes growing here. Very excited. What's up, Pyro? Happy Sunday, you guys. Happy Sunday. Used a lot of clips to try to get these on the trellis. Got some, I don't know why these started growing this way. They kind of look like an egg shape, but I ain't mad at it as long as we got tomatoes growing. So everything is looking great. Green Tower is a little bit of a disaster, but in the spirit of transparency, I'm not going to shy away. I'm going to show you guys the tower. Yes, it's bolting. Yes, it looks messy, but we're going to eat it and we're going to get it cleaned up, you guys. So don't judge me. What's up, Blue Nose Grows? Thank you for joining. And as for the orange tower. Wow, sorry, yellow tower. Uh, Everything is doing pretty well. MF Clone says, did you ever look into raising CO2 levels to accelerate growth? Not that it's really needed. So I've had a lot of people reach out to me, tell me don't stay in this tent too long because you probably have high CO2 levels. So like when I tell you I am so new, I am so freaking new. I have no idea what the levels should be, what they are now. So like I said, this tool is going to be awesome to help me kind of wrap my head around what's going on. Honestly, I feel like I can't believe stuff is growing right now because I feel like I'm blind, you know? I don't know what is happening. I'm just rolling with the punches, you guys. That's sometimes what it's all about. Anyways, Parsley, you guys watched me transfer it. I think it was on Monday. And we've got some true leaves coming out now on all of them, which is quite exciting. Little baby true leaf there. So things are growing, things are happening, and we've got our dahlia seedlings, which are going to develop into a tuber. So I'm debating on leaving these in the tower or not, just to see what happens. I want to watch the tuber form and how it works in aeroponics. Is it the same watering frequency? Is it different? How does it work? So that'll be exciting. So yeah, that's it, you guys. Got some flower starts here, but these are going to stay till the end of the week. I think I'm going to have to just gradually bring stuff outside since I have like, I don't know, maybe 100 flower seedlings total, and they're all at different growth stages. I just really stressed myself out when I said that. Wow. So, so yeah, first we're going to start with the ones in the buckets, try to get them out of the net pots and see how that works. All right. So yeah, I think I showed you guys everything that's going on. Not much else going on. What's up, free thinker? Thank you for joining. Happy Sunday. Greetings and salutations, you too. I hope everyone's having a great day despite the weather. I don't know where everybody else is at, but it is freaking cold where I am, you guys. I went out for a walk this morning on June 1st with a winter jacket. What the heck? Can we see the cup closer? Which cup? The, what was I just showing you? That cup? I forget. Oh, the dahlia tuber. Is that? I think that's what you're asking about, right? Oh, coffee or tea? Yes. Sorry, I thought you were talking about my plants. This is one of my friends got this for me for my birthday last year. She knows I love plants. Cute, right? Nova Scotia, Canada, cold and rain. Oh man, that sucks. Not so happy June 1st to us, you guys, but we're going to make it anyways because, like I said, it's always sunny in the grow tent. I'm going to go get the flower starts. I could take you guys with me here. Just going to get them out of the buckets, and we're going to assess. Will we need to cut some roots? I don't know. I'm actually going to pause the watering because otherwise it's going to make a mess on my bucket. All right. I mean, these seedlings are quite a nice size, but the goal was to get a head start, and I don't think I've gotten one because of it. So we're just going to grab a few of the largest ones and assess. I don't even know if they'll fit in a cell tray, but they are quite pretty. They look so good, you guys. What's up, Les? Thank you so much for hanging out. Happy Sunday. We're finally, you guys, we're finally going to attempt to get these outside. So these are Zinnia flower seedlings. It is not the same variety, but the same type of flower that I have growing in the bucket. These are all kinds of different colors. We got the giant Oklahoma salmon, the giant joy mix, the queenie lime with blush, purple Cinderella, peach Cinderella, all kinds of varieties, you guys. So it is going to be a crazy garden this summer. Can't wait. My neighbors last year, they were always looking over the fence into my backyard, looking at all my flowers. So I know this year they're going to be jealous. They're already watching. I was preparing my outdoor garden, and they are already watching me. Mr. Bug GT wants to know if I play video games. Well, as a matter of fact, I do. I have been playing The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and my goodness, I can't I can't separate from that game. It is so awesome. I've been playing it for like a year now, and we got to the end, but I'm still trying to finish all the side quests and all that stuff because, man, a game with an open world is just awesome. So yeah, I'm not a huge video gamer, but I'm new to the world of Zelda. I did play a little bit of different games in the past. Obviously, love a good Mario Kart game. Used to play Mario Sunshine, but anyways, yeah, video games are fun, and it's a good way to kind of escape, you know? I'll have to check it out. I play Palia. Oh, I have no idea. I've never heard of that game, but you need to check out Breath of the Wild. And then the second installment of that game is called Tears of the Kingdom, which I heard isn't good, but Breath of the Wild is supposed to be, or sorry, Breath of the Wild is incredible. You start playing it and you get totally lost. It's a quite a game. All right, I already think I'm gonna have some challenge with these. It's like hair. You want gotta untangle it. I know you can cut your roots. I don't want to do that. The whole idea was to get a head start and make the transition as smooth as possible. I already broke some roots, but that's okay. See? All right. So let's see if I can. All right, I'm gonna have to do this on my workstation. I'm gonna move this here. And I'll flip you guys around. But yeah, hopefully we don't affect the roots too much. Rise, kill, and eat. Yes, no, not aquaponics, sorry, aquaponics. Yes, Mr. Bug GT, you should totally check it out. Your life will forever be changed once you start playing, especially Breath of the Wild. I've played Wind Waker and a couple of others, but Breath of the Wild, it's so good. It's so good. All right, I'm gonna flip you guys around and show you what I'm doing. All right. So the idea is, Mr. Rager, have you thought about using Hydroton rocks for your hydroponic system? Your plants will grow bigger. Okay, so I think you left a comment on one of my videos about Hydroton and that I'm complicating it with my seedlings. So yes, I use hydroclay, which is the same thing. It's the clay pebbles. So I've got all my plants in the clay pebbles. I have some lettuce in the clay pebbles. I've got strawberry in the clay pebbles. However, in the last year, I've recently discovered the benefits of foam collars. And for some reason, in my first grow, I didn't really have this challenge. So I don't know why it's an issue now. But the roots are having some serious challenges going through the hydroclay, if that makes sense. So I know you can purchase pebbles of different sizes. Maybe that is what my problem is. I don't know, but for whatever reason, I just don't love the hydroclay. It's not super supportive for the plants. I tried starting off the yellow tower with some hydroclay, and look at that. Got debris just sitting right there. And then in my bucket systems, it leaves a lot of debris in the bottom of all the buckets. So it, I don't know if you can see that, but anyways, so I don't love it. I'm not hating on it. It's just, I just feel like the foam collars are superior for what I'm trying to do and for ease of maintaining my system. So, but you know, I change my mind every day. So you might be right. And I might change my mind again and come back to you and say, you know what, Mr. Rager, you were right. So it's all about learning, you guys. That's what we're doing here. is just trying different things. And at least I'm trying it so that you guys don't have to. You can see if you like what I'm doing, then you can try it yourself. And if you don't, then don't try it. Stick to the hydroclay. Whatever works for you. All right, so we successfully removed it. That is awesome. So, I mean, these are already quite large compared to the seedlings that I had transplanted last year. So, I mean, I do feel like we're kind of getting a head start, but I'm going to use, so these are going to stay in the tent for a couple of days in the soil, and then we're going to harden them off outside. But once I start hardening them off outside, I cannot bring them back into the grow tent because you know the rules. No outdoor stuff indoor. Rise, Kill, and Eat says, it sounds like you have some news reporter experience. No, I don't have news reporter experience. I just talk like one. I actually went to school for television broadcast, and so, you know, they teach you a bit of everything. Although my preference would be to be more behind the scenes, operating the camera, and the more artistic side of it. But yeah, they made us take classes for everything, talking about or pretending to have like an actual newscast. You know, I've worked for some news stations before doing internships, so I do have some experience. All right, I'm going to flip you guys around and show you the next one. So yeah, we're just doing this slowly, gently, and then it's I'm just popping them inside the cell tray. I know it's going to be tight for the roots, but whatever. We'll roll them in a little ball, and we'll get some soil, and it's just temporary for like 5 days to get them hardened off. So I'm hopeful that they will be unfazed, or as little as possible. All right, so get this foam collar out here. So before I rip anything out, kind of try to just untangle to the best of my ability. I did research right before this, or not research, I just Googled, can you cut your roots? Of course you can. Will they grow back? Of course they will. It just depends which root you cut, right? Because there are some that are more important than others, I guess, like primary or principal roots. I don't know what you call it. Taproot, is that the root? All right, so we didn't lose anything here. Good job, Natalie. So there's our little root system. There's our little plant looking good. Now that it has some true leaves as well, I feel more comfortable bringing it outside. The ones in the towers are still so young. Makes me a little nervous, but there it is. What a healthy, beautiful seedling. I should just start selling these. You guys can buy them off of me and have your own potted flower plant. That's what I might start doing. Is I have such a surplus, I'm actually going to prepare some potted plants, and I have like family members like my grandma, for example. She loves flowers, so I'll just bring her a potted plant and she can cut her own as much as she wants, and they continuously grow back, and they're super easy to grow, guys. There's really nothing to it. You could just put them in some dirt with no nutrients, and I'm confident you'll get a bloom. Might not be as pretty as they look in the pictures, but it'll still grow. Plants are so resilient, you guys. All right, so here we go. Another one, undamaged. We are on a roll today. I wonder if it's just the type of roots. They're not super fragile, and this is the beauty of the foam collar. I've had transplants that I've had to move before that were in hydroclay, and they get completely tangled in the hydroclay, and it's just such a freaking mess, man. I don't have the patience for that. Some may say, yes, Les, long roots. Some may say that long roots means an unhealthy plant because it's just get too long for the size of the plant because the roots are lacking something. But I don't know if that's the case with this or if they're just healthy. I don't know. But the plant looks healthy, and the roots are white and clean, and they're growing. Every day there's new growth. So I'd say that they're pretty healthy. But like, look at this one, for example. It's so long that I don't know. Maybe it's lacking something. We're gonna get in it. We're gonna get it in soil, and then we won't even know what's up. That's the thing is when you grow outdoor. Did you guys see that? That sucks. Fuck. When you grow outdoor, shit. Try not to swear on a live, but sometimes there's no other way to express yourself. That sucks. That really sucks. That's okay. I think she'll make it. What do you guys think? All right. So yeah, that's the nice thing about aeroponics is you get additional eyes on what's happening because you can look at the root system. Whereas when you're growing in soil, you only have not limited tools, but just less. You can look at everything else but the roots, and it's difficult to see what's going on. And every change that I make in the aeroponic system affects the plants quite quick because it targets the root immediately versus them having to uptake it from the soil. So I think that's also why aeroponic plants grow faster, is because the root is just targeted. All right, this is going to be a tough one. Trying not to break the roots. Don't break them. Don't break them. Pray for me, you guys. I think I should cut this net pot. Part of me was like, man, maybe I should just freaking plant the net pot in the soil. Forget about the root removal. And then just dig it up and clean it later. All right, we did it, you guys. Great success. And then I'm going to bring these babies outside, dump some soil on them. Well, not dump, because I want to be gentle. And so right now they're just sitting in the cell tray in their new home. Yes, it's quite the small cell tray, but this is all I have. Sometimes you just got to work with what you have and make it work, you guys. And plus, like I said, plants are super resilient. It doesn't matter. They're gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine, you guys. All right, so moving on to next one. Take a little coffee break. I think I have a good game for you. It'd either be a good game or something that I don't want to know. What is it? If it's another Zelda game, I'll take it. Did anybody else pre-order the Switch 2? There was some people that got their Switch 2 early, and Nintendo's so smart, they make it so that you have to do the update before you can use the Switch 2, and you can't. These isn't available until I think it was June 4th or June 6th uh, when the update is available. So people are pissed. There we go. No root breakage. I think long roots are a healthy sign. Plants, it's lanky and stretched out vegetation is a sign. Yes, so it is. It could be not enough light because they are kind of long and lanky. So I don't know. But I did just decrease the lights, and I'm wondering, like, maybe I decreased them too much. So I don't know, guys. I'm messing around with stuff, and I'm probably just messing stuff up more. First, I reduced the water, and then I also reduced the lights a few days later because I was happy with the results of the water. But then the pepper leaves started curling up. So instead of looking at watering or looking at both watering and light, I just decided to look at light. I don't know why. And then I decreased the light, and now I'm having the issues with the cucumber. So, guys, I told you. I'm new. I'm learning. So when I figure out, I'll let you know. Or you guys might just be here with me and you'll watch me figure it out. MF clone, you just made my day, man. Thank you. They look really healthy. Good. At least somebody thinks so. Thank you. Was it MF clone that said that they were sick? I hope you're feeling better, MF clone. I think yesterday in the chat, if I'm not mistaken, you said you're sick. So happy Sunday. I hope you're feeling better. Les says, yes, I've had that happen. My lights were too high. Oh, wow. I think my light's too low. What do I, wow, I really shouldn't look into them right now. They're at 40%. So I don't know. I don't think that's too low, but I probably should also raise them. I don't know, guys. There's a lot of stuff to figure out. One thing at a time, one thing at a time. But you know what? That's what the pulse is going to help with, is monitoring the light intensity and all that fun stuff. All right, got a little bit of surgery to do here, guys. So if I get quiet, don't mind me. All right. It's always a great feeling when you don't break any of the major roots. 600 ppfd. Okay. When I start using my Pulse Pro and I learn what that means, I'll make sure I get there. How's that sound? That's the thing, you guys, is there's always so much to learn, like so much, and I get so many people hating on me, like, well, what is she doing? She doesn't know what she's doing. And yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. That's the whole freaking point. I go live because maybe you guys know what you're doing and you can freaking help me. Thanks. Unfortunately, very bad COVID, but this stream helps more than you might think. Oh, that's so nice. Well, I'm glad we all get to hang out. I'm glad we're bringing you some sunshine while you're sick, and you kick that COVID's bleep. I hope you feel better, because that sucks. Just a thought, did you wash out the hydroclay before integrating into the system? Absolutely. So not only do I wash it, Mr. Rager, I soak it for over 24 hours sometimes. I rinse all the dirty water out, and then I do a second rinse, and even still have challenges. I've also made the mistake of reusing the same hydroclay, which normally you'd think it's not a mistake because clay is clay, but it is biodegradable. Like it breaks down in your system. And when I reset my system, I actually boiled my hydroclay, try to sterilize it, and it caused it to break down even more. So when I was using it in my second grow, I had like sludge buildup in my system. My nozzles weren't working. So now I do a nozzle check, a mister check twice a day, every day, just to make sure, because I'm so worried. But now that's why I've moved everything over to the foam collars, because I find it just so far superior. And just for cleanup, it's much, much easier. And you know, the buckets, and it's not easy to clean up. The center column is massive and it's one piece, and you got to get all that crap out of there between every grow is a lot. So I'm trying to find the easiest, most progressive way to grow aeroponically. I know hydroclay is classic. A lot of people use it. A lot of people use clay pebbles, but I'm trying to kind of get away from that, and just focus on foam collars. And then, you know, I can reuse the foam collars, whereas the hydroclay, I find the more I reuse it, the more it starts to break down. And that's when I really have these problems in my system. And the worst is when you've got like a tower full of stuff, but your lines are clogged, and now you got to take everything out, clean the tower, unclog the lines, sterilize or sanitize whatever point you're at in your grow. And it just, who's got the time for that? So that's why I use the foam collar. But I still very much use hydroclay. It is in that tub down there, and that is pre-washed and pre-soaked. And I'm not hating on it. I'm just trying to look at a better way. There's always a better way to do things, and that's very much what I'm trying to do in this tent, is what best way, and is there a better way? Because there's never one way to things, you guys. There's always several ways to do things. You just got to know how, or have the desire to figure out how. I'm going to get a couple more. I think I'm going to start maybe just with the ones in the buckets. I'll take a quick walk around the tower and see if anything is large enough or a proper size. What's up, John Boy? Thank you for joining. And don't worry about running behind. Better. All right. I'm going to grab the rest of these. I'm going to leave. There's 2 of them that are kind of stunted. I'm going to leave those. And then we'll take a look at the grow tower and see what we can transfer from there. Also, I should put these back so that I can turn the water back on in the buckets. Otherwise, sometimes stuff starts to wilt, you guys. I know it's only been a few minutes, so should be. Got some RIP, lost some roots there. Well, this week, everything is looking up, you guys. The weather is going to be in the low to mid 20s in Ontario, and I'm hopeful that the gardening season will be underway. We'll see. So windy here today. I had to go chase some pots off the yard. Oh man, I know all about that. On recycling day, I've got to go all the way down the street and chase my bins down. So I know that feeling all too well. Oh shoot, I left some roots behind. See you guys? I lost some good ones. It happens. You just got to take the loss and move on and trust that your plants will be fine. All right, so watch me drop all of these. Just kidding. Well, I'm not just kidding. I might drop them. All right, get those cleaned up later. And get this water back on. All right. What is up, Know You Grow? Thank you so much for hanging out. I haven't seen you here, but it is awesome to have you here. You guys should go check out Know Your Grow on Instagram. He's got some awesome stuff growing on. And if I'm not mistaken, you're starting a new grow, which would be a great time for people to follow along. So thanks for hanging out. Happy Sunday. All right, guys, another one. This one was smaller, so no issues. We were able to remove it from the net pot easily. And yeah, this cell tray is going to be too small for these plants. They won't be able to stay in here too long. Yeah, man, it is a challenge with this stupid web. Yes, Les, they are resilient for sure. Good. Blessed Sunday. Good. I hope everyone's having a blessed Sunday. A cold Sunday, June 1st. It is so freaking cold, you guys. I can't stop thinking about it. I'm like, where the heck is summer? Don't you guys remember? I remember like years ago, May 24 was like a hot summer weekend, and it came and went, and it felt like freaking winter. I'm somebody that doesn't like the cold. I thrive in the sunshine. I thrive in the summer. So it's been a tough month for me, you guys. 17 and windy. You are lucky. I don't know what it is right now, but this morning I went out for my walk at 5:30 this morning, like I do every day, and it was, I think it was 4 degrees, 5 degrees, something ridiculous. It's like, what the heck? All right, guys, this is kind of interesting. These are the same exact plants, but in the tower, and look how they're growing. They're growing quite differently, and they're actually overwatered. With zinnias, when they start to look like this, like a deflated balloon, you have overwatered them. So that is something I have to adjust with the tower. The water trickles all day long, and I actually have to probably make it run intermittently so that everything is staying healthy and we're not getting any root rot or any issues that we could prevent or avoid. The weather is driving crazy. We still don't have our plants out. I know you grow. So these are my starts for my outdoor garden for the summer. I'm gonna get them in the cell tray in soil, and I'm just starting to harden them off this week. And then second week of June, I think I'll feel comfortable enough, but then I took the temperature of the soil, and it's still quite cold. It's 60 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like borderline. So I don't know. We'll see. What's up, Butters? Happy Sunday. Thanks for hanging out. I should have brought a tray with me. Don't know how many more of these I can. That's a lot of flowers, you guys. We got a lot of plants. A lot of plants. I don't know if these are going to be trickier or not. I doubt it because they are definitely smaller. The net pots are smaller, so I'm not too concerned. But yeah, guys, now we've got some room back in our buckets. So I could either add my tomatoes back, or we can continue experimenting and growing them in the tower. But I feel like I work in the tower, but I feel like it won't work as well. And so is it a waste plant to leave it in the tower? Or should I propagate more and put more in the buckets and leave the ones in the tower? I don't know, guys. But it's an addiction. Once you start with the plant, you can't freaking stop. All right, this one, piece of cake. Look at that. So this is why I love the foam colors. It's just pop it open. You can take your little seedling out, and there you go. Does anybody want to buy pre-started Zinnia seedlings, all kinds of varieties? I've got a surplus. I can start selling them, you guys. Honestly, these seeds germinate so fast, and I thought that it maybe, sometimes I have seeds that are like 50% germination rate, and so I germinate twice as much as I should. But in this case, they all sprouted, so now we've just got double the and the same amount of space. So I'm just gonna jam everything in my garden. I'm not even gonna worry about spacing. Last year, I literally took my measuring tape, marked everything, put everything 12 inches apart, but F that, you guys. We're just gonna put it wherever the heck we want and see how it grows. All right, got that one out. Cool, cool, cool. So yeah, and then I'll just take them outside, fill the cell tray with soil, and hopefully begin to harden them off. Tomorrow will be the first day. So today they're going to get used to the soil and remain in the tent, and then tomorrow is the day that we'll see how they do in the morning. But we got to find an official move out date. It's the first of the month, and you guys got to get the heck out of here. My coffee is cold, but I don't care. I mean, these are just so freaking easy to take out. I'm flying through the ones that, woo! I was going to say I'm flying through the ones that are in the tower, but looks like they're flying away from me. All right, so I'm going to spread these out since I have some space in the cell tray, but then I'll take them outside where I can make all the mess I want and fill the cells with soil. So that is what I'll be working on for the remainder of this year. And then hopefully we're off to the races, you guys. It's been stressing me out because I have stuff that's intended for outdoor, indoor, and I can't plan my buckets. This has been taking up real estate, so it'll be nice to get these space back and think about new stuff I want to try growing. That'll be exciting. All right, I'm just going to walk over to the tower, bring my tray, and get more seedlings out. All right, what else we got here? Oh my gosh, I have so many, you guys. This is insane. I don't know what I'm going to do with them all. Just flip you guys around. Got more, and we got different varieties. These ones are called celosia. They look like feathers or like Dr. Seuss flowers. They're so freaking cool. Have a wonderful day. Know you grow. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys. Honestly, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for keeping me company while I do my tent chores. I appreciate you guys. All right, I'm just getting my net pots back to the tower so we don't have any leakage happening. So now that frees up more space in the orange grow tower for, guess what, guys? More plants. Like as if I don't have enough already. Thanks, Ray Cassis. Have an awesome day. That's so nice, Butters. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are fun to hang out with. Got another one. Okay, this one is like deficient in I don't know what, but something. Look at the way it's growing. Ay, ay, ay. That's what I mean with zinnia flowers. Sometimes they grow all wonky, and a lot of people pay money for long, straight flowers. And when you go to the market or the store, I mean, I'm sure you guys watching probably don't really buy flowers, but if you do, they it's hard to get a perfectly straight stem and a long stem to make for a nice floral arrangement. So it is not an art, but there is a way to specifically grow it so that you get the best result possible, and you can actually not sell it, but you know what I mean. It's a desirable result if it's got a longer stem. Is there a farmer's market in my town? Absolutely. There are several local farmers markets. I used to go more often, but now I don't really need to. I got my own stuff, my own flowers, my own produce. But if ever, I would sooner go to a farmer's market than the grocery store, tell you that much. I love supporting local. This one is obviously stunted, but we'll just get it in the ground, guys. With these flowers, it's supposed to be just more fun, not so much of an experiment. So I don't overthink it. I just have fun with it, you guys. If they grow, great. And if they don't, great. All right, so this is the last of the zinnias. Oh no, I've got one more in the buckets. It's just looking so rough that I wasn't going to trigger it. But yeah, guys, that's it. Oh, did I just rip the crap out of those roots? See what happens when I talk too much? Les says exactly. Support local. Absolutely. All right, this is a baby, but it'll probably be doing better in the soil because the roots are so small. It'll acclimate just nicely. Would be cool to one day have a stand with your plants at one. I did that as a kid with my mom. It's a nice experience. Natimbi, that is my dream. You are talking my language. Wouldn't it be cool to have, I love this on the live, was like, wouldn't it be cool to have Fresh Princess produce? Wouldn't it be cool to have coffee? But wouldn't it be cool to have my own stand? And it's just aeroponic stand. We got produce, salad, herbs, flowers. That would be awesome. So maybe one day in the near future, guys, I'm not going to rule it out. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. There you go. That's a little celosia seedling. Butter says, I do have run, but your lives are awesome. And I know your channel is going to grow like your plants. You guys, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate you out with me. And my lives are only awesome because you guys are a part of it. So appreciate you. Appreciate you all. So yeah, got about 5 minutes before I'm going to get going. And it's perfect because I've just got 2 more to transfer or to remove from their current home and move them to their forever home. Not their forever home, but stepping stone to get to their forever home. These guys are doing so well, and they grow out like a huge feather, and they kind of get like curly. They're really cool looking. I can't wait. Even though there's probably a lot of guys in here that aren't flowers, once you guys see them growing, you're going to be like, okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. Last one, you guys. Last one. So yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and brightening up my Sunday. Honestly, you guys make my days. I appreciate everyone that likes to hear what I have to say, because that's crazy. I don't have anything that day. And just appreciate the company. So thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will dedicate each one of these flowers to all you guys. But yeah, so that's it, you guys. Gonna take this cell tray outside, even though it's quite cold, and I'm just gonna do a quick soil dump, fill everything up. I would do it here, but it's gonna be too messy. I am the clumsiest person you will ever meet, and I really don't want to clean up my grow tent. I already have enough to stay on top of as it is. So, you guys, thank you. You made my day. Thanks for hanging out with me. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. You guys got a few more seconds to smash that like button, but for those of you that just joined or that aren't subscribed to my page yet, if you like indoor gardening, aeroponics, growing your own food, organic food, or just good vibes in general, come hang out. I hang out every day at noon for about an hour. Sometimes it's shorter, sometimes it's longer, but I share the tent with you guys. So every time I've got something to do, I on a live and I take you guys with me so you too can be a part of it and kind of see everything, not just the polished version, because it's not all butterflies and rainbows. There is work involved, and so I want to share it with you guys. But that being said, have an awesome day, have a bright sunshiny day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Bye guys, thank you again.